Hello, this is Parish President Mike Cooper. Welcome to Open Mic, a monthly show where we bring you up to date on what's happening in your community. Today, I want to talk about a couple of ways that we're improving water quality in St. Tammany. We currently have a handful of projects clearing retention ponds, which has a multitude of benefits. While they may look aesthetically pleasing, water hyacinths have taken over a few ponds, especially the Turtle Creek Pond in the Slidell area and the Del Sol Pond in the Covington area. Removing the water hyacinths has many advantages, particularly improving drainage. Mosquitoes are known for hiding in the plants to avoid spraying, so removal reduces the chances of mosquito-borne illnesses. The plants are not native to Louisiana, so removing the invasive species is vital. These are only a few ways that St. Tammany Parish government is working to improve our natural water ecosystem and infrastructure. After the break, hear from one of our parish landscape architects on how we're improving water systems in your community.
When America's playground, New Orleans, Louisiana, wants to go out and play, where does it go? Full steam ahead to the north shore of Lake Pontchartrain. What the Big Easy has known for more than a century about the North Shore is that there's a whole other world on the other side. The outside world. A place to play, commune with nature. Where is the Honey Island Swamp Monster?
Out there.
It's just out there.
He's somewhere out there.
A place to feel the wind in your hair and the sun on your face.
On the water, everybody's friendly. When they wave, they use the entire hand.
Going outside on the North Shore means getting wild.
All right, Mike, get set, go. Okay, start running. Serpentine, serpentine. Now come back, serpentine, serpentine.
Outside means getting some major air. And some serious downtime. The North Shore of Lake Pontchartrain has a history of adventure and a tradition of doing things differently. And today, St. Tammany Parish is still its own place, unlike any other. Historically speaking, the reason it became the hip place to escape to in the 19th century is still the reason why people come today. Nature. Healing and exhilarating nature. Adventure can be found in the hundreds of miles of waterways and more than 80,000 acres of wildlife refuge. In fact, the only thing you can escape on the North Shore is adventure. Because here, adventure is calling.
Welcome back to Open Mic. I'm Michael Vinceno, the Director of Public Information for St. Tammany Parish Government. And joining me now is St. Tammany Parish Landscape Architect Spaff Goodnow. So you oversee the ponds and the water quality here in St. Tammany Parish. What are some of the efforts that you guys are taking to make sure that it's standard here on the North Shore?
Well, we do an evaluation every year of all the ponds in St. Tammany Parish, retention and detention, so the dry and the wet ponds. And we review them for compliance and make sure that the inverts and all are clear and ready to go for storm season.
Let's dig a little deeper about the efforts that you guys are taking, specifically the water hyacinth. What are you guys doing there?
Yeah, we've got two ponds, one in Slidell, Turtle Creek, and one in the Madisonville area, Del Sol, which we have found water hyacinth in, and it has become a drainage issue in the Turtle Creek Pond. We do want to get it out before the major storm season to prevent any clogging of the outfall pipes. Also in Del Sol, the same issues. And it also is a prime breeding spot for mosquitoes that are vectors for West Nile. So it's a public health issue also, as well as a drainage issue.
Parish-wide, your efforts aren't just to improve drainage. While that's a major part, it's also about improving the quality of life, maybe creating some habitats in the water. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Correct. Yeah, we've done several regional ponds, as well as some of the smaller ones. We have a Adopt-A-Pond program where St. Tammany Parish Schools kids come out and work with us. We have, I believe, 7 different schools that come out with us, and we teach them about water quality, testing different aspects of the water, dissolved oxygen, pH, nutrient loads, such as that. And we also talk to them about the engineering of these ponds, the sizing of the ponds, and they come back on a yearly basis, and our hope is that we actually create a site to where they do the recording and they can check the ponds across the whole parish, and also give us some information about the ponds. So that's kind of the objective of it. It kind of relates to STEM, so they get a little bit of all that. So the byproduct is we reduce maintenance in those ponds by reducing the amount of labor and fuel cost and machinery that we use in it. So thus it reduces the cost of maintaining these ponds for the parish, so we save tax dollars there. And it also has created, as these ponds have matured, outdoor recreational space. People are using them to walk around. It's habitat for birds and other species that enjoy the wetlands. And so it's been across the board. It's been a very successful program.
Why are these ponds important to St. Tammany Parish?
Drainage and water quality. We want to make sure that we prevent any flooding, and these ponds are part of our drainage initiative. And also by incorporating the plant material in there, we add water quality, so it keeps our lakes, bayous, and streams cleaner for recreation.
You mentioned water quality. That's not necessarily drinking water, but
No.
keeping it environmentally safe.
Correct. We're looking at the dissolved oxygen in these waterways. We're keeping an eye out for the nutrient load that's going in it, and that's phosphates, nitrogen, and other things that get into ponds, heavy metals, runoff from cars and that type of stuff. So all these things are part of it, and the vegetation basically sequesters those things that get into our ponds.
Is there anything that our citizens here in St. Tammany Parish could do to make your job easier or to help the drainage and the water quality on your front?
Making sure anybody that has independent units, sewer treatment plants and stuff, that they're up to snuff, that they're in compliance, that they're pumping them out when they need to, and that their aerators are all working. That would be very helpful. Keeping storm drains open and clear. Removing anything that gets in there that could clog it up, branches, leaves, not throwing anything into the drainage system. That always helps too, because it just occupies space that normally water would. So those are the kind of things I think people can do to try to manage and help us manage these ponds and our drainage system.
What should our citizens know? What should they have to look forward to about your job and what your office will be doing going forward?
Hopefully we keep managing our ponds the way we do, and we keep improving our water quality. Hopefully we do a few more regional type ponds that I think work better than smaller ones, and in the long run they are easier to manage. So I think if we can continue down the path that we've kind of gone into, we just completed a tenant pond in Slidell, which is another 53-acre pond that we'll be doing some planting in. And I really think that these give us some opportunity for improving not only water quality in our drainage system, but offer some passive recreational opportunities also.
You can find out more about these exciting projects at stpgov.org. That's all the time we have for today. Remember, send us your questions via email through openmic@stpgov.org. We'll see you next time.